I'm finally unboxing my Granitestone Piezano pizza oven. This is advertised to make crispy crust pizza in less than 6 minutes. It heats up to 800 degrees Fahrenheit, and I've heard that these work really, really well. So today we're gonna unbox this, and then we're gonna try and cook one of these organic 3-cheese pizzas from Trader Joe's to see just how good the Piezano really cooks frozen pizza. This is awesome because it comes with a recipe book as well as the instructions. The recipes come in a basic pizza dough, a cheese pizza, and actually something I've been wanting to do, which was par bake pizza crusts and then freeze them. So hopefully I'll make a video of that in the coming future, because meal prepping pizza dough crusts would be super awesome, especially to be able to cook them in my Piezano. It says before the first use, you're basically going to let your oven heat up for 10 minutes and close the lid, and this will burn off any lubricants from the oven's heating elements and will also help preheat your pizza stone. This will not affect the performance of your oven, nor will it be necessary to repeat this process in the future, and then your pizza oven will be all ready. Now, one thing people mentioned was that the pizza stone ends up looking like this after a bunch of uses, and they said that's normal. It says for stubborn oil stains, you can actually, in a small bowl, mix equal parts of baking soda and water to create a paste, and then use that to gently clean off any oil stains. Here's what everything looks like out of the box. It comes with 2 pizza peels that basically you put the pizza on these paddles, and then actually you can pick them up and separate them and place them into the pizza maker, which makes it really easy to transport soft pizza dough into there. And this is the pizza stone. This is what gets hot and the pizza sits on top of inside of the Piezano maker. Here's what the inside of the maker looks like. Okay, and then I'm gonna put the pizza stone into the maker like that. And the maker itself, without the stone inside of it, it's actually really light, I found. There's some warnings here that it says that the pizza oven and glass window get hot and before and after cooking, so don't allow any liquids to come in contact with the lid, because the glass window will basically shatter. So you want to make sure not to let anything liquid touch this. And this one here says to watch your pizza through the viewing window, this right here as it bakes, and then prick dough bubbles with a fork while baking to prevent the pizza from touching the heating element that's in the top of the maker. Now this thing is supposed to cook pizzas really fast, which is why I bought it, because not only does it cook them fast, it cooks them at a really high temperature that would be much higher than a regular oven, and it makes them nice and crisp. So I'm really excited to try this out today. And since it cooks them so fast, I'm wondering how long it's going to take to cook just a frozen pizza. It says that it cooks pizzas in about 3 to 5 minutes. So we're going to really keep an eye on this to make sure that we don't overcook our pizza. But first we're going to plug it in and do that preheating to burn off any of the lubricants that were on the pieces from the manufacturer. Okay, so we're going to turn these up to 800 degrees. There's 2 heating elements that we're going to make sure are turned on. There's an indicator light to tell you when it's on. And I did notice these actually have like a section cut bottom, which is nice so that it's not easily able to fall off of the countertop. Now this is actually like a really cute little cool machine. I thought it was going to be much bigger, which I'm happy it's not, because this is actually going to be able to be stored pretty well in my cooking area so that it doesn't take up a lot of space. And I did notice it has a little handle there. So this is pretty cool. I'm excited about this pizza oven. There's other things that you can do with this too. Like this is an oven, so it can bake other things. I really want to try and bake some biscuits and some cinnamon rolls and maybe some crescent dough and some other things in this little tiny oven. Now, unfortunately, this glass top shattered this morning on my oven, and so I'm really nervous to actually even turn it on, because I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to turn it off afterwards. So I'm not able to bake anything in my oven until we get a new oven, which is a little exciting because I'm going to get a new oven. But this is perfect to have the Piezano oven to be able to cook some pizza. Okay, it's reached 800 degrees. I'm just going to let it cook a little bit longer. I think it's been at least 5 minutes at that temperature, and then we'll be able to put our pizza in. It's definitely getting really hot in this area, so you want to make sure it's on a heat proof surface and that nothing is actually coming in contact with it, because it would definitely melt any plastic or definitely not be good for anything that can't resist heat. Okay, we're ready to bake the frozen pizza. Okay, let's open this puppy up. It is so hot. Way hotter than a regular oven. Okay, here's our frozen pizza. I even need to use like an oven mitt pretty much to even handle these handles. Now, I'm gonna set a timer for about 3 minutes and just keep an eye on this because this is gonna cook really fast. So normally to cook this pizza, I cook it at 425 degrees Fahrenheit, but in this oven, we're cooking it at about 750 degrees. That's gonna yield a much crisper crust and it's gonna cook a lot faster. And I like that this has heating elements on the top and the bottom. And then a pizza stone is perfect for cooking pizza because it helps distribute the heat evenly throughout the pizza and it holds a really hot temperature. So unlike a baking sheet or just a wire rack in an oven, this is gonna be much more effective at cooking a nice crispy pizza. Okay, it's starting to get too dark. I'm gonna open it up right now. Whoa. Wow, look at that. I mean, this was the quickest pizza I've ever cooked. Okay, I gotta make sure and get this off really fast because look, it's definitely burning if you leave it on too long. But wow, talk about fast pizza. Now, that's why they gave you this little scraper here so that you can kind of scrape anything off. I could see what they're talking about. This is definitely not gonna stay perfect looking, and that's fine because that means that we've cooked a lot of delicious pizza. Okay, let's look at this pizza. It's definitely a little darker on this one side, so you really don't want to walk away from this pizza while it's cooking because it can go from not done to done in literally a matter of seconds. But look how nice and crispy this bottom is and nice and brown on the top. All right, the moment of truth. Is it a saggy pizza? A little bit. But that's okay. You know what? Because it's going to be nice and crunchy on the bottom. And let's check this side. Yep, looks pretty good though. You know, this would be great for, oh here, look at this one's not saggy at all. This would be really great for parties because if you've ever tried to do like a pizza party where everyone maybe makes their own pizzas, it takes like 20 minutes sometimes to cook a pizza, but if you can cook pizzas this fast in literally a matter of just a couple minutes per pizza, you can actually serve pizza for a large number of people really quickly. Well, anyways, I hope that you found this review helpful. Please check out the links in the description below for where you can get your own Piezano pizza maker, and be sure to like this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Amazon storefront for even more Piezano recipes. I'm planning to use this thing up a lot, especially for the rest of this summer. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye.